What's up, world? This is the Cannonball Podcast. I am your host, Captain C. Again and always here with my crewmates. We got Gingerbeard.
Hey. I can't do it.
And One-Eye Josh.
Our matey lives good.
Unfortunately, Double Shot couldn't join us today. He is sick.
He has herpes.
Really?
Sorry.
I think you have to have sex first before you can have herpes.
Yeah, he's
Oh.
a virgin, so.
Oh.
You can have lip herpes, which is cold sores.
Yeah.
Well, anyway. Well,
I am
yeah.
a lot in my mouth, so.
I used to when I was younger as a teenager, but that kind of stopped.
I never had it.
It's just like inflammation where your lip is, you know.
Or I
like-
get it inside my mouth itself.
And
Okay.
inside too. All right. Well, Gingerbeard wanted to start off with an interesting topic today.
Yep. And that topic has involves Marvel the comics, which lose my faith in.
Oh, I lost faith a long time ago.
I'm making years.
Yeah.
I only read specifically DC
DC
and
is
mostly Batman
Yeah. Or
at this point.
well, sometimes Image or Dark Horse or something.
Well, Dark Horse is good. Like
IEW.
IEW is fantastic. You know, like the smaller companies are really kicking ass when it comes to comic books.
Oh yeah.
DC is starting to turn it around. They've always been great at
What's
comic
exact,
books.
you know?
Yeah, they've always been good at comic books, though. Their movies are the ones that they're trying to
They're
fix.
lacking, yeah.
Yeah, but there's a couple things that I would love them to fix in Batman. But Marvel, as a company, has shown time and time again that they just, for whatever reason, their characters just fall. And now Spider-Man, basically the only character that saved their ass, is now pretty much ruined.
Well, it's going down the drain.
Well, yeah, it's ruined. You ruined it. Because all of the fandom that you have is your people that have grown up with Spider-Man and all that stuff.
They're basically Marvel is like they're making a the metaphor for the itsy spider, you know, like just like it washed out.
Yeah. Well, no, because what happens is that, like, yeah, your Spider-Man's a popular movie character, but that doesn't always translate to comic book sales because not all of your movie fandom is comic book fans. They're just wannabes or people that are like, well, we're fans of the movie. We're not fans of the comic book. But the sad part about this is that, like, you would think the movies would show the relationship that they want. Because everybody wants the Mary Jane and Peter Parker relationship. They just want it.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, come
And
on.
every time they had a guy there, I forget what his name was, but he was yeah. No, he did like 3 to 4 years of fixing the relationship. He got them back to dating. He got them like recovered. He got everything going, and then they decide to like pull him away because for whatever reason, editorial hates Mary Jane Watson.
Yeah.
And Peter Parker because it ages him, even though he's 30. Like, he's literally 30 in the book.
At least, yeah.
No, he is. Like, he's 30 years old. Like, they say, like, oh, he's 20 or 29. No, he's 30. He's been 30 for, like...
40 years.
For 40 years. Like, he stopped growing after... and it's that thing where it's like, once they took away Mary Jane, he no longer was mature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he had Mary Jane, he had a wife, he had a family, he was about to have kids, he was going to be mature, and then they decided to take all that away because they're like, well, he wasn't popular. The reason why Spider-Man wasn't popular is because you had that infamous Clone Saga, which nobody likes.
Yeah.
Yep.
The only thing that they like about the Clone Saga is the Ben Reilly suit
Yeah.
and
Spider-Woman.
Spider-Woman. That's the only thing that they like about the Clone Saga. And then in the 2000s, the Spider-Man hit movie, and everything was going great. You know, comic book sales were going up, and then one more day happened, and they ruined the marriage. Because in their eyes, they said that the reason why Spider-Man isn't great, reason why all this, and they want all the editorial guys were like, well, remember when Spider-Man was in college and was like swinging and having all these girlfriends where he only had 2? He only had 2 girlfriends ever in college. 2. What were their names? Mary Jane Watson,
and Felicia Hardy.
and Gwen Stacy.
No, it was high school.
No, Gwen Stacy was college. He met Gwen Stacy in college, Mary Jane in college, Felicia Hardy in college.
Wait, I thought Mary was high school.
Nope, college.
Okay.
Mary Jane met Peter Parker in college. Just like Norman Osborn's son, Harry met him in college. The only characters he knew in high school were Flash Thompson, Liz Allen, and a couple others that were insignificant.
Yeah.
Fun fact, Liz Allen had a crush on Peter Parker in high school. But because he was a nerd and was unpopular, she never pursued it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the thing about it. It's just like everybody is like, oh, he's like, oh, his young life was so great. He was swinging. He had girlfriends. He's like, he only had 2.
Yeah.
He only dated. Like, he was steady with Mary Jane, going steady, dating. And then, like, he was seeking a serious relationship with Gwen Stacy. That was pretty much it.
Right.
You know the infamous book. You know that line that's always said in the show. It's like, face it, Tiger. You hit the jackpot. You just hit the jackpot. Yeah. Stan Lee had been setting up Mary Jane for an entire year. Like, he first introduced, like, Aunt May is the one that talks about her. It's like, oh, she has a good personality and all that. Like, Spectacular Spider-Man really set it up. They made it in high school, not college.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it was. That's why everybody thinks, because of Spectacular Spider-Man, because of the original Spider-Man movies, they think, well, he knew Mary Jane in high school. But if you read all of his stories from the past, he didn't meet her until college. And, like, I think his freshman year of college.
Right, yeah.
And she definitely rocked his world.
Oh, yeah. A lot of times.
Oh, yeah. Well, the first time, if you ever read Spider-Man Blue, which is, it's canon, kind of. It's Spider-Man retelling his college days. Basically, they implies that him and Gwen Stacy, the first time they've ever had sex was in college, which is actually not true. The first time Peter loses virginity is to Mary Jane.
Right.
Comics actually say it because Gwen Stacy dies.
Her
virginity is lost by Norman Osborn.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Gwen
yeah.
Stacy?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, Norman Osborn fucks Gwen Stacy. She has twins, which is why she goes to Europe. It's for college, but in reality, she wants to get rid of the twins. And then because of the goblin DNA, the twins grow up super fast.
Oh.
And then Goblin tells the twins that they're Peter's kids, when in reality, they're not.
Well, yeah, so.
Yeah, because Peter says, well, I never fucked Gwen Stacy.
Mm-hmm.
We were just dating.
You are
not the father.
Yeah!
Norman Osborn, you are the father. Fuck.
Oh, yeah, he knew that. No, but I thought it was funny because, like... Sorry, excuse me.
Right.
I thought it was funny because he's like, well, no, I never fucked... Like, he's talking to the kids. He's like, oh, no, I never fucked your mom. I rocked Mary Jane's world.
Oh, yeah.
I rocked her world every night.
I was smoking with that Mary Jane.
I like to point out, like, this is why Mary Jane and Peter Parker are the perfect couple, and they've never had a steady relationship since, because Mary Jane never dated anyone after the bad day.
One more day, I think.
One more day, and Peter Parker only dated a couple girls, but it always goes back to Mary Jane. And it's one of those things where it's like, if I was writing the series, I would just say, fuck it. They're married. And if they say, well, what? He can't get married, Professor owns the marriage. He owns the first marriage.
Yeah.
No one's saying they can't get remarried. He can't own marriage.
He can't own an entire marriage. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he can't own their entire marriage. He can own the first marriage. He can't own the second one. It makes no sense. I just wish that... You want to know what I would do? I would write a Doctor Strange Spider-Man story where Doctor Strange basically just... Spider-Man says, like, does Mephisto really own the marriage? Because I have a whole thing where, like, Spider-Man figures it out. He remembers. Mary Jane remembers.
I have a version of it that I would like to say real quick, okay?
Okay.
So... I can see it now where Spider-Man's planning to get remarried and Mephisto shows up. No, let me finish, okay? So he gets up and is like, you can't. I own the marriage. He's like, correction. You own my first marriage. I'm getting remarried.
No,
so it's the second marriage.
No, that's not the scene. You have to set everything up so that the audience understand what's going on. So what would happen would be is that Mary Jane and Peter are dating, and Doctor Strange is just like sitting there and it's like, you know what, fuck it. You two used to be married. What? Yeah, you two used to be married.
And just does this, spell magic shit.
No, he doesn't do anything. He just says, you two used to be married, you sold your marriage to Mephisto, and then when he admits it, Peter and Mary Jane's whatever thing, and they remember everything. They remember why, and then Peter says he's sorry, and he goes through the emotional state of like, my aunt was old as shit. She should have died. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. I'm sorry. I ruined our lives because of my stupid mistake. And then you reconnect. They get married, and then fucking Doctor Strange says he can only own the first marriage. He can't own all of them. You're welcome. For the love of God. Yeah. And then Doctor Strange is like, finally! And it's the only time he breaks the fourth wall. There! I fixed it!
Yeah.
Fuck off!
It's him pointing at the nurse. Fuck off!
Okay, speak now.
Sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. I remembered. Well, thank God. Usually, I was repeating it over and over in my head because okay. I know you guys. So anyway, so I've been thinking of having Doctor Strange and either a Daredevil or She-Hulk as lawyers and I would have Mephisto in the court with
an underworld court. He's the devil himself. I don't think it's going to go over well.
No. Well, not underworld. Like
our court system.
Yeah. Well,
I can already see the judge. It'd be like, so you're expecting us to put on trial the devil himself?
That's not even that.
I'm having one of the sorcerers as a judge, I guess.
No, it'd be Doctor Strange, Sorcerer Supreme.
As the judge, yeah,
sure.
Or maybe the master.
If you want to go for a joking kind of thing, you do John's story. If you want to just get it over with and do simplified, you do mine. You do my story because it will make it more faster and simplified. And by the end of it, Mary Jane and Peter are at the courthouse getting married. And it's like, why didn't you have a wedding? It's like, we already had the wedding.
And I was like, what?
We're just getting remarried. And then they consummate the marriage on the courthouse lawn.
Yeah, they don't do that, no.
Fine. Side of the building.
Fine. Dark alley side of the building. Well, upside down.
Alright. That was fun.
I was going to say something else.
Okay.
In my opinion, that's what I hate about the companies like Marvel and DC of having the multiple writers.
Well, it's not just the multiple writers; it's the editors that are the problem. Because the editors are basically what is they're there to say oh, this is canon, or they're supposed to be there to help, and they keep stepping their toes in when writers are trying to write good stories, and it's look, this is supposed to be canon, and they're just sitting there being like, okay,
right, okay,
yeah,
well, so I have a story with that. I want what happened. It's the story of Spider-Man's future, his last stand, when where he goes and him.
Well, they have done the future story a bunch of times. It'll never, number one, as long as Marvel's around, they'll never retire Spider-Man. So
I like that last stand story where he sees his future self and he was killed by the police and like. You heard that?
Yeah, I heard of it.
Yeah, you like it was in that like special, not special like storyline where it's Spider-Man's his birthday and Doctor Strange takes him like into this dimension of time where Spider-Man sees his past where he's bitten by a spider, right?
Yeah.
He becomes Spider-Man. But he also sees the future when he's a middle-aged man who broke his the killing rule and of course the authorities.
Well, he actually broke his no killing rule a long time ago.
Well, okay. Well, still, the authorities they kill him, and it turns out he had a in the future he tells the police commissioner that he has a son with Mary Jane named Ben, which I'm like, whoa, like. Well, so I guess little Ben is the canon, I guess. You know, like
or both Ben and Mayday Parker are canon.
Yeah.
Well,
they've always been canon. It's just that fucking Marvel won't let them be born
because
it ages Spider-Man. It's that same fucking argument. It's why Batman. They get mad because Nightwing's the most popular Robin. He's one of the most popular DC characters. They hate Nightwing because it ages Batman. Because Batman's had 5 Robins, and they try and make it so that he's had 5 Robins in the span of 10 years.
Right.
No.
Oh yeah. Right.
Yeah. Makes no sense.
So I'm a big fan of Batman Beyond. I like Batman regular, but Batman Beyond is my favorite. Maybe because I like the idea of an aged Bruce Wayne training not only technically his biological son, but Batman Beyond is a Batman that anyone could be. Not.
Well,
he's an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, technically, Batman Beyond's canon, and I don't know if they changed the story that he's Bruce Wayne's son or not.
I refer that old Bruce Wayne over a Dark Knight Rises Bruce Wayne because
Dark Knight Rises, the comic book old man Bruce Wayne. Yeah.
No, I don't like that guy. Old man Bruce Wayne.
All-Star
Batman. No. No.
You know why? Because I'm the goddamn Batman.
No, or he called Robin retard.
To
his face.
Or he has to fight a Nazi woman with her breasts out.
Oh yeah, that one too.
I am sorry, but I really want to know what Joker was going to do.
With that Nazi woman?
No, I want to know what Joker was going to do. That was the story it left off on.
Before he died?
Yeah, it never finished the Joker story. You're just sitting there being like, what the fuck was he going to do? He just all he does is put his coat back on, his shirt back on, and his coat, and he just leaves out the door. And it just ends there, and you're like, and you throw the book across, you throw the book at the wall, and like, what the fuck?
and Dark.
We had to read that in college. I was like, I am not reading that story.
No, it's not. It's All-Star Batman.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, it's only an All-Star Batman, and you're like, no, when you're reading, they have an entire volume of All-Star Batman. You're reading All-Star Batman, you get to that final page, which is just Joker walking out the door after he murdered somebody, gonna do whatever he's gonna do, and then it's at the end. That's not how it ends.
That has to be more.
No. And then you get so pissed off, you throw the book.
God damn it!
Cliffhanger, yeah.
Fuck you, Alan. No, it's Frank Miller.
No, fuck you, Frank Miller.
Yeah, Alan's a good writer.
Yeah, Alan's alright. He's crazy. He's crazy, but Frank Miller sucks ass.
I think Alfred hates anything that's not his, you know?
Yeah, well, Frank Miller can go suck a dick for all I care, because he ruined Batman.
He did.
Yeah. After a great start with year one, he just ruined it.
He went the deep end.
He ruined it so bad. And you're just sitting there. The worst part in that entire book is the Green Lantern part. When Green Lantern is having a talk with Batman, and Batman... the funniest part is Batman paints the entire room yellow, plus himself, plus Robin. And they're painted yellow. And Green Lantern just comes in. I don't know what. I think Green Lantern thinks he's on crack. He's like, what? He's like, your one weakness, the color yellow. He's just like, and Green Lantern's like this.
Bruce, come on.
No, he's like, what? Why? What am I dealing with? And also he fucks Black Canary.
Who, Batman?
Yeah.
Wow.
But she don't even have any powers. She's just a person who was inspired by Batman to do justice, and that's it.
I'm the only person that, like, I like that one, the only vibe I like in that entire book is where he just beats the fuck out of an elderly Superman.
Oh, Dark Knight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where he just kicks Superman's ass.
Well, yeah. It's fine. I said, it's fine. It's just, I prefer... I don't know. It's just something about Batman Beyond. It's like he plays up the bitter act, but it's like Terry McGinnis makes him...
a better person?
Well, no. It gives him, like, a meaning.
Yeah.
Instead of, like, he's just a bitter old man that, like, just sits there and does nothing in his house.
All alone,
yeah. All alone with
day.
Ace. And, like, Terry McGinnis gives him purpose again. Like, he finally...
He's the man in the chair.
Yeah, he finally has somebody that can, come do his mission.
Right.
Also, like, Terry McGinnis is not... Like, I love that scene in that movie. He's like, he's like, you're not Batman. He's like, yeah, I'm not. And he like fights dirty.
Yeah, Batman Beyond does. Yeah.
He fights. He's like, yeah, I fight dirty. I'm not
Batman. No, when the Joker, he's like, wait a minute, Batman would never. I'm not Batman.
Well, I'm not the one.
Yeah, I'm not your Batman.
I'm my own.
Yeah, and that's what I like about Terry McGinnis. He's an ex hooligan. Who?
Yeah, he wasn't a hooligan.
Well, he has moments.
He was just the kind of
misunderstood.
Yeah,
like Jason.
He was kind of a slacker, Like
I called him like he's the cross between Jason and Dick.
Yeah.
Where it's like, and Tim, like he's all three of them and thrown into one. Because even though they say like Terry McGinnis is not like as smart as Batman, it's like no. He is just as smart as Batman. He knows how to figure things out. He's done plenty of investigations on his own. He's not stupid.
Yeah.
He's very intelligent. He just doesn't... He's not Batman.
Yeah.
Like, he's not cold and calculated.
He's not... He has feelings.
Yeah.
He's not... Batman... And the one thing about Batman I will say about him, and it's a negative thing, is that when he's Batman, he has he shows no genuine emotion to anybody, except maybe the Robins or Batgirl. Or Commissioner Gordon.
No, he shows emotion to Alfred, Selena Kyle,
Dick Grayson,
all the Robins.
Yeah.
I meant to anybody else.
Well, no, but I can't. Like he's a recluse, basically.
Yeah.
He plays that he's a billionaire playboy, but he's really a recluse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about the new Batman is that they decided, like, he's not a billionaire anymore, he's a millionaire, which makes it weirder. It's like, he's still fucking rich. Although he doesn't own Wayne Manor, which makes no sense because... Makes no fucking sense because Wayne Manor is his fucking home.
Yeah, it's called Wayne Manor for a reason.
It should still be his, even if he lost the money. Like, there's no way he could lose the deed to the manor. Unless it was sold on auction.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the only way he could lose it. Which apparently, what's his name? That supervillain that lives forever.
Ra's al Ghul?
No, the other one.
Oh,
Solomon Grundy?
No.
Mr. Freeze?
No, it's the one that lives for. He was born in the past.
That's Ra's al Ghul.
No, not Ra's. The other one. There's two from the past.
What are you talking about?
He's a Justice League villain.
Dr. Light?
No. He's immortal. Ra's al Ghul uses the Raspberry Pits. He's an actual immortal.
Etrigan?
No.
What the hell? What are you talking about? God.
It's not Ares.
It's his name is, he's got like a black beard, black hair.
Shit.
Starts with a Z, I think.
The caveman.
Yeah, the caveman.
The Savage.
Yes.
Vandal
Savage.
Okay.
Vandal Savage owns Wayne Manor now.
Yeah, I forgot about him.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, he bought Wayne Manor.
Yeah, you see, you know why I forgot about him? Because he's hardly in...
Well, he's never used, really. He's like an old Justice League villain. It's like, barely...
I think originally he's a Green...
Lantern. Yeah, he's originally Green Arrow. What? Green Lantern.
I think it's Lantern.
Yeah.
It's Green Lantern villain.
Yeah, he's originally a Green Lantern villain that became a Justice League villain, and then, like, they don't... Because there's, like, what other story can you tell with Vandal Savage? You know?
Yeah, I doubt the Superman could.
Well, Superman would never do anything with Vandal, like, because they don't want to, like, kill him.
Right.
He is a compelling villain. It's just
the only character in any comics that I wish would just die already is Punisher. I can't stand Punisher.
That's where we agree.
Yeah.
I hate him with a passion.
Although I think a lot of people would say, aren't you? When I say like my favorite besides Nightwing, my favorite Robin is Red Hood, and people say like, well, you hate the Punisher. It's like,
well, the Punisher. I mean,
no. Here's why. Reason why I hate the Punisher. He is absolute. They must die. Whereas, like, Red Hood is more of a...
This is what I say about the difference between the Punisher and Red Hood. The Punisher has no...
That's what I said. Absolute.
Yeah, he's absolute about killing people.
Yeah.
And the only thing I don't like about it is... In one comic book, it's where Spider-Man supposedly kills someone. It's not the one you were talking about. Okay, supposedly murdered someone. He does not even wait till the investigation is done. He just says, oh, you killed someone. Now you must die. I'm like...
If you ever...
He's crazy, you know?
Yeah, well, if you ever wanted to read the book, John, I own it. It's called Spider-Man Wolverine. And this is the only time Spider-Man has ever killed someone. It was an accident.
Is that a story where Spider-Man and Wolverine time travel?
Mm-mm. They are sent to East Germany, or at the time West Germany, which was what it was called. East Germany, Berlin.
Okay.
And they were going to meet a spy. Wolverine was going to meet a spy because there was a time when Wolverine was like a secret agent for Canada and stuff like that.
Right.
And the woman wanted to like they're meeting in a graveyard, and the woman wants Wolverine to kill her, and Wolverine's totally up for it. And Spider-Man is like, no, we can't let her die. You know, like, no, it's not like she can still live and all that stuff. And it's in like a shootout. Wolverine is fighting Spider-Man, plus the shooters, same as Spider-Man. And Spider-Man gets his spider senses because someone's attacking him from behind. And he thinks it's Wolverine. So he unloads all of his fist and just punches the shit out of the woman in the face. And, like, crushes her face.
Right. She died. She's dead.
No, she died. And like Spider-Man's like, oh no. And like Wolverine's like, yeah, she's dead. He's like, I thought it was you.
And then Punisher gets word, and it's like,
no. Punisher. This has happened in East Berlin. Yeah. The one that John's talking about was, I think Green Goblin set him up.
Yeah, the one I'm talking about.
I think Green Goblin.
Yes, Green Goblin did set him up in the book.
Well, no, I read about Last Stand and he killed Kraven.
Oh.
Oh yeah, no, that was Last Stand. No, that's Kraven. This one, no, this is like a confirmed kill. That Last Stand is one of those comics where it's like, for one writer it's canon, And for another writer, it's like, it's not canon. It's like, it's so weird how they do it. It's like, I just want, can we just have, like if I was the head of Marvel, I would literally go, hey, you like Spider-Man? Yeah, you like Spider-Man? You're like, yeah. Uh-huh. It's like, write a story. If it's good, you can write Spider-Man until your heart desires.
Yeah.
And you're the Spider-Man writer. You're the only one. You write all of his books. Not all of them, but, the ones you want. Like, you basically sit down, you look at all of the titles, you say, well, I want to keep that one, fuck that one, I can kind of do with that one. And you basically write it. It's your book. It's your thing. Like, you have maybe one guy who's the editor, and I will tell the editor, like, whatever he writes,
it's edited.
It's his.
Yeah.
Your only job is to make sure that it fits in the canon that we have. But he makes future canons. That's all.
Yeah.
And then we don't have all the, like, hoopla of, like, that guy writes that one, that guy writes that one, that guy writes that one. And then neither one of them talk to each other, and they're like, it's like you walk in and you're like, hey, are you using Craven? Yeah? Fuck.
And I said no, so the reason why I bring up Punisher is because a couple weeks ago, a guy was walking to our store, and he had a Punisher shirt on. And I said, you openly support a murderer. And he's like, what do you mean? Punisher is a murderer through and through. Sorry to tell you. He does not stand for justice. He attacks people without justice knowing anything about the situation first. It's like, yeah, he shoots first and asks questions later. It's like, that's not the way you should handle yourself. Especially if you're supposed to be called a superhero.
I'll be honest, I don't know a lot about Punisher.
Well, Frank Castle...
Sorry.
Go.
I know, like, I got most of them from the Punisher, the game, where you kill, like, the mobsters.
The Punisher is like it's like, his story goes basically like this. If you watch the movie, which I have watched the 90s movie, which I like the 90s movie.
Okay.
I like the 90s movie, Punisher. Oh, it's fantastic. It's one of the best ones.
Okay.
For the 90s, It's like The Crow. It's really good.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's like The Crow. But, like, his story's basically this, like, either he's a FBI agent or he's a cop. I think most of the time he's a soldier. Most of the time he's an FBI agent.
Yeah, or a police officer.
And basically what happens is that, like, he's fighting the mafia, the crime syndicates in New York, and then basically, like, most of the story, he accidentally kills the son of a mafia boss. Accidentally.
And the mafia boss says, okay.
Okay, can you stop talking while I explain? Because you can't explain.
Actually, I was going to say that.
You're saying?
So the mafia boss, his son dies. The mafia boss, that son dies, becomes later Jigsaw, which is his villain. Yeah, his face, he becomes a puzzle Jigsaw.
Okay.
So really his face looks fucked up, and Punisher did it to him. Wow. And basically what happens is as repentance, the mafia boss and his wife basically sentence Punisher to death, but it's actually worse. In the movie, the wife says, kill all of his family. Make sure no one walks out alive. In the book, the mafia boss basically says, kill everyone. And they all get shot, like in the book, he gets shot up. They all get shot up. Frank Castle lives, but he is like wounded.
His wife
and then the rest, like, for the next month, he's basically going after this mob that killed his wife and his son.
Yeah, I thought it was his daughter.
No, son and daughter.
Yeah.
Sometimes he has 2 kids, sometimes it's 1. It depends. And basically, that's the whole story. That's Punisher is just seeking vengeance. When they go outside of that, he makes no sense because he's like, he doesn't do any investigating. He just like
kills.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the part like I have a problem with. Like I have no problem with if you were investigating Spider-Man for those murders and some of the evidence proved, even though we both know at the end that he didn't commit the murder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That you went to go attack him. That's no problem. is that he doesn't investigate. He just says, "Oh, I'm new. Spider-Man's murdered someone. Okay, now I'm my next target."
Boom.
And the funny part that cracks me up the most is that Frank Castle believes he actually has the ability to defeat Spider-Man and kill him. He doesn't.
Well, yeah, nobody really does.
Yeah.
But that's the Punisher for you. And it's one of those things where it's like, if you just read his book, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But if they put him in anything else, it's weird.
Get this. Punisher is actually the Garth Ennis is God.
I am Garth Ennis.
Garth Ennis is his favorite character, which explains a lot because the Garth is just like emo edgelord, which I'll be honest.
Is that the guy who created the Watchmen?
Yes. No, he's the guy who created The Boys.
The Boys and Preacher and
all that.
Okay, you know what? I was expecting for Preacher, but The Boys. Yeah.
The Boys is just come on, like
especially it gets very, very rapey.
I hate Homelander.
That's why when you can always tell a person when they say like, "Oh, I like the Punisher." It's like,
oh yeah, that's the same.
You like anarchy.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah. I said you like anarchy, and I was wearing a Red Hood shirt. Like, well, you like anarchy too? Actually, no. Red Hood's not anarchy. He picks the people who actually need to die.
He's also Batman's pupil.
Yeah.
And was trained to investigate people and make sure they committed the crime, not kill someone. And
also, even if they did commit a bad crime, he doesn't outright kill you.
Yeah, rubber bullets.
Yeah.
It's only if it's like child murder now.
Yeah,
it's like
child murder. Yeah.
Like that's what it's like. If it's like a heinous crime,
like it's the calendar man. Yeah, he's gonna die.
Yeah, if it's a heinous crime, sure. Joker. Like I said to one person, I was like, it's like Joker's your favorite villain. It's like, yeah, I mean, in comics, he's my favorite villain. Like in Joker movies and stuff like that, he's my favorite villain. But like that doesn't mean that I like root for his ideals. Like fuck that.
No,
his ideals
so the guy asked me who's my favorite villain. I'm like the Scarecrow. He's like, why do you like the Scarecrow? Because at some levels I sympathize with the what he went through.
DC villains are way better.
Yeah. Psychologically speaking.
Yeah, they're way better when it comes to psychoanalyzing.
Yeah.
They're just better, hands down. Like Goblin broke down after a couple reads.
Yeah, Green Goblin. Yeah.
I don't know. Like, when this goes to another topic. Like, my favorite villain all time in any franchise is Darth Vader. I am a huge Darth Vader fan. I love Darth Vader, and I love Anakin Skywalker. Like, I think both of them are fantastic characters, both separately and as together.
Right.
As what the Ahsoka show has shown us, that they are now one. They are now Anakin. And I love how Anakin is like, they showed the lightsaber duels and stuff like that. I love how he's now basically unbeatable.
Yeah.
And he just knows.
I love how when he walks towards her,
it flashes.
Yeah, like I just like he turns Vader Anakin. Yeah. I was like, damn, that's badass. Like,
yeah. Well, we talked about it. And my father always looks at me like, you like Darth Vader? Because my favorite Star Wars movie is Revenge of the Sith, which is the fall of Anakin and the rise of Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Like, I like Revenge of the Sith.
Me too.
It's my favorite movie. And it has the best Anakin moments, and it has the best Obi-Wan moments, and it has the best Darth Vader kind of moments.
Right.
And the thing about it is that, like, after I watched it, I psychoanalyzed it, and I'm always like, Palpatine had been manipulating the game for a long time. And he always said...
As he playing
chess, yeah.
Right from the beginning, after he killed Plagueis, he was playing that game of manipulation.
But his master thought he could manipulate the Force into creating something and
using for evil.
Yeah, using for evil. In reality, I think the Force, because the prophecy and what did Filoni, and I interpret it this way, basically is that like Anakin is supposed to be the father in the Clone Wars cartoon. There's a father who has the light side is his daughter, and the dark side is his son.
And he's the balance.
And he's the balance. And basically, Anakin was offered to stay and become the new balance to the Force. I interpret it as Anakin was born to be the next father. Basically, that father was dying, and the Force basically decided that it's time to create a new one. And Anakin because the Force wanted Anakin to understand both sides and have a living life in the world, he was born as a Jesus character in Shmi Skywalker. Right. No father. Mm-hmm. Which is why Palpatine is like, so hard set that Plagueis did it.
The one thing I found interesting about it is that Plagueis actually, when he first saw Anakin, he actually had a vision of Anakin killing the Sith and the Jedi.
Yeah.
And realized that it was that their doom is in that boy.
Yeah. Obviously.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I don't know, like I said when what I mean by Palpatine been manipulating the whole time is that I just can't understand how Padme is it Padme? Yeah, right? Amidala. So weird that last name with that Padme.
Amidala?
Yeah. Amidala.
No, I don't understand how Padme, because I watched all the movies.
So did I.
Even though I like Anakin, Episode 2 is not my favorite. It's down. But it's good. It's alright. It's the reason why I don't like it is because George Lucas just can't direct.
Yeah.
He can write a story, he can't direct characters. And I mean, the way Anakin says things is just kind of like,
I hate sand.
It's so like, why did you fall for him?
It gets irritating.
Like, why? Like, why?
The only scene I think Hayden Christensen did very well in that entire movie is one scene, or two scenes actually. The scene where they are being trained up and he says, I told you to stay put. We were. And then we decided to rescue you. Good job.
Yeah.
And then the scene where right after he kills the sand
you have
people,
to do this. Like,
yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. The sand people
yeah.
was the best other scene because right after he kills them, that entire emotional vomit moment, I think really sets off Anakin for the emotionally unstable character that he really is.
Yeah. But I also think the reason why is that Palpatine knew Padme was his crush. And he basically targets Padme through the movie to basically set up the romance between Anakin and Padme. He's the one who suggests that they use a Jedi that she's worked with, Kenobi, and Anakin is just kind of there, and he's nervous. And when I say, like, I think he has the power. Palpatine has the power to manipulate the mind, is what they told us.
Yeah.
And I think what he does is instead of planting false memories, I think he just kind of
amplifies.
No, he doesn't amplify memory. I think he just kind of like amplifies the attractiveness of the thing. You know.
Like what do the darks side?
Sometimes, and sometimes it's like when it comes to Padme, love and like admiration and things like that, and they, because it makes no sense because when like Anakin admits that he does like a horrible murder, instead of like being revolted or something, like she goes over and comforts him, which is like you're like, are you a sadistic bitch too? Like what the?
Well, yeah. I think there's a case to be said because I actually did study Anakin and Skywalker and Darth Vader for a project in college for a psychoanalytical project where Padme, she understands that he just lost his mother. He understands that he only acted out of just pure anger and rage for that exact moment. He understands now. She would be more upset if, with a calm mind, that he did that.
Yeah.
So I understand why she comforts him.
Yeah.
But I also could see where where you still would be a little turned off at that moment and be like, you did what?
Yeah, you murdered.
You murdered children and women.
Okay.
Well, that's the realistic
response.
Response.
But if we're going off of what I'm saying, is that Palpatine's manipulating the board.
Oh yeah, the entire board.
Yeah, he's just what he's doing is basically he's like, it wasn't that bad.
No, like she says, he says in the 3 to Anakin after he kills Dooku, he says it's simple. He cut off your arm. You wanted revenge. Don't forget, Anakin, what you told me about your mother and the Sand people.
Yeah,
it's simple. They killed your mother. You wanted revenge.
Yeah. No, but like when we have fascinating talks about it too, and like I like John to be in this too. It's that thing where it's like when it comes to like Anakin is that like Anakin as a character, I think in episode 3 shows the most. It's like he feels like he's being manipulated by everyone. Palpatine, the Jedi, like the only person he wants to be with is Padme, and I think there's questions there too. Like he's having questions there. Like he's just an emotional wreck in the 3rd movie.
And to be fair,
the reason and the reason why, like the reason why he turns to the dark side is for Padme.
Yeah.
That's it. It's for Padme, and that's why I said like
he has no allegiance to Palpatine at all.
Well, no, yeah, but that's the reason why, and like that's why I said like people said like, well, Padme is one of the characters that can bring it back to life. It's like no, she's actually not.
The whole reason they said he went to the dark side is to protect her.
Yeah, it's for Padme. That's the only reason why he went to the dark side. I am one of those people where it's like I think Kenobi is the only character strongly that could turn him back to the light.
Ahsoka too.
Well, yeah, but only with Kenobi.
Yeah.
I think Kenobi's the only character that can turn him back to the light side because they're so, like, if Padme wasn't there and Kenobi could see Anakin, because you and I both discussed it. I said Anakin, the minute he sees Kenobi, would have been crying.
Yeah.
And would have been, like, just in agony over what he's done. And because I think he would have just dropped to his knees.
Obi-Wan is a symbol of everything that he just destroyed.
Well, he's also a symbol of, like, everything that he was taught that the Jedi are.
And also,
he's a brother.
He just betrayed.
Yeah. And I think he would have gotten on his knees and, like, what have I done? And then Kenobi would have instantly saw, like, oh, I can bring him back. He's not completely gone.
No,
like Yoda said.
Like, you could have, like, I picture the scene like this. Lava's, like, bursting into the air, kind of, like, with...
No, I don't want to picture the scene, because it's never perfect.
No, kind of finished what I was saying, though.
Alright.
Obi-Wan comes off the ship, Anakin sees him, and he just bursts out crying on the ground.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
And Obi-Wan runs over to him, puts an arm around him, and starts talking to him, you know.
Yeah. Plain and simple, right?
Yeah.
But no, we didn't have it.
Oh no, because fucking Padme felt like she had to go. She had to go, which is why I said I think that was Palpatine manipulating Padme. Yeah. Just like
attractions.
Yeah, just saying like go, like just go to him, like just go. He will never admit. Palpatine will never admit, but Padme is the only thing that will break Anakin. If he can get her dead.
If he can get her dead, or if he can get her to seem like she's betraying him.
Yeah. It's over.
Yeah.
You know, I think that did happen. Like like you know, or I don't know all the powers
Palpatine. We don't. We really don't, because they always they try and make new ones up. It's like just stick to what you know.
Like sparks.
It's like
force lightning,
all that stuff. But man, I'm just like, there's no reason for a pregnant lady to go to Mustafar.
I'm sorry. There isn't.
Why?
And she's like what, 9 months pregnant? 8?
She's about will be 8 probably, almost 9.
Yeah.
Right. She looked to be about ready to pop.
Yeah.
But it's like, why would she go to Mustafar out of every, like, again, it's the same thing was it's that moment where Anakin, like, the reason why he loses his lightsaber in Geonosis is because he's worried about Padme, and she just got caught, and he's like, and it's like, what'd you expect?
Yeah.
You brought her.
Yeah.
And R2's the one who saves her ass in the end.
Yeah. You brought her. Like, why? Like, I think the best part is, like, I told you it would have been funny, is, like, Kenobi would have just been hanging there, and if it was just Anakin, there was no Padme, I told you, he would just like, so did you hit it? What? Did you hit it? Did you get it out of your system? No, I didn't fuck her yet. Pussy.
God damn it.
No, he's like, pussy.
No, yeah, the part where I like the word part where I know for a fact that Obi-Wan knows everything.
Oh yeah, it's that kissing.
I think that's the kissing scene. It's the scene right after where you're asking where Anakin is. He says, "Oh, he's back on Naboo, doing some important business with Senator Amidala." And he's like, he knows he's getting married. He's not.
Well, yeah, but he also saw the kiss.
Yeah, he saw the kiss. There's no way he did it.
Yeah, he saw the kiss. It was right there. He's right there as they're walking out, and he sees two people kissing. That's why he has that look on his face. Like, if you see it, he's like,
really?
Really? Really? In my time of need, you get nookie. My time of fucking need.
I just like the line she says, I thought we agreed this was about to destroy us. I don't care.
Oh, yeah. No, but I like the, I still like the, Satine? Right?
Satine, yeah.
Yeah, the Satine moments with Kenobi. Because that one line that Kenobi says, she says, is like, I always loved you. And it's like, had you said the word, I would have left the Jedi Order.
And Anakin just said like, oh really?
Yeah, Anakin's just in the background listening to this. He's like, it was that serious?
Hey, yo.
Damn. All right. Because Anakin has like a fucking smirk on his face in that scene after he kills the guy. He's like, he's got like a, yeah, I know. I know. Yeah. So that's why I said Kenobi's the only one that could understand him. Also, Qui-Gon too. Like, he would have brought up, Qui-Gon would never wanted you to turn.
Right.
Like, but that's what I like about the Ahsoka series. It's just like, I like Ahsoka getting that closure with Anakin. And it just made me think of, if Dave Filoni directs it, I would love to have just a Hayden Christensen Anakin series that explores his death, after death, and like what he's like, how did he get balance? Because we all know the balance didn't just happen. Like, it took some time for him to figure out how do I balance my dark side with my light side and all that stuff. I would love a series like that. Also, I really like Hayden Christensen as an actor, so I'm like, I'm happy that is finally loved by the fans instead of people saying like, oh, he sucks. It's like, he's not.
You guys want to do taste test now?
We're gonna do it after.
Okay.
At the very end, dude.
Okay.
All right. Next topic. We watched Jurassic Park.
Yeah, the first two.
And we also read. Well, I read the book. Jurassic Park, the book.
I never did.
I have.
The book's actually more scarier.
It's fucked.
It's very scary. Both books.
Yeah.
Second movie we just finished. Ginger Bear got to see it.
A little bit.
Well,
a little bit of it.
All three quarters of it.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah.
It's enough to understand what's going on.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the books, comparing them to the movies rather than the movies, because we all know the movies, they hold up pretty well.
Oh, yeah. Like, with some movies, like, but they don't, like, when you're making a movie from a really dark and scary story,
Mm-hmm.
you make it into a light-hearted, well, not light-hearted, like, just a
PG-13.
Oh, yeah, like, appropriate for, like...
A teenage audience. Right?
In 1993, I heard, like, we were talking last night when we were watching the first one, the scene when the T-Rex escapes its havoc was unbridled terror in audiences all across the country. Like, they were screaming in theaters.
Yeah, we actually said, like, the one thing I would love to do as a time machine is I would love to go back to when Jurassic Park first came out, just to see the audience's
Summer of
face.
1993, yeah, to see that face.
And to watch it.
Also, they thought, that was scary.
Oh, yeah, dude, that is horrifying because there's nothing you can do. We both said, like, we'd be freaking the fuck out if it was a T-Rex.
Right, yeah.
Or a raptor, or any really
carnivorous dinosaur.
Yeah, it would just freak you the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way that you're gonna do, like, half the stuff Grant does, which is, like, that's why I said, like, Grant is...
Grant in the movie's a badass. Grant in the book, super badass.
Oh, yeah, super badass. Oh, yeah, the ages are wrong, by the way, of the characters. In the book, we figured out Tim was 11 and
Lexi's 8.
Lexi's 8. In the movie, Lexi's 15 or 14, and Tim is like 12 or 11.
Yeah.
So like they got the ages wrong, which is another thing I don't like. Another thing I hate is I really wanted like there are certain scenes like I wanted to see the river ride.
Oh yeah, like in the actual, I'll go over it real quick because I just actually got through that arc in the book.
Yeah.
So they're trying to escape one of the paddocks. They're trying to get back to the visitor center.
Yeah.
Plus, there's motion sensing, so they're trying to catch the motion sensor. They think the power's back on, but it really isn't. Really.
Mm-hmm.
So they end up finding a raft, but the problem is when they find the raft, there's a sleeping adult Tyrannosaurus like right across from the way, and they're like, "Oh crap!" So they end up getting in the boat, and they are getting away. Which, by the way, the boat makes a lot of noise when it's done blowing up because it's like a river raft.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't wake it. What wakes it is that Lexi coughs while they're thinking. She explains that she has a coughing problem.
Mm-hmm.
That she coughs in the most inopportune moments.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, she has asthma.
Yeah, and the line that cracks me up is that Lexi says it's like not like we're gonna be in any trouble. It can't swim. And it's like, and then Tim says, "Shut up! It can!" And it just sees them, screams, and then gets into the water and start going after them. And the only reason they're safe is because the juvenile one starts eating its kill and tries to claim it for its own, and the T-Rex is like, "Nah, that's not fucking happening."
Yeah.
But it actually stays on their tail for the rest of the trip.
Yeah, well, I know. I like.
Sorry, I lost interest. Sorry.
No, it's all right. No, well, he didn't watch it. That's the thing. He hasn't read the book. I would recommend reading the books. The books are rated R, for sure. I know Creighton knows how to write horror books.
It goes in detail about each death, which.
Well, so is The Mask. Like.
Mask, the comic book series?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've read it, but it's not that scary.
Well, not scary, just a
rated R book.
Rated R. But the movie is like...
well, yeah, back in the day, like, they knew, like, how to reach audiences was the kid market. And, like, obviously Steven Spielberg knew, like, toys sell. Jurassic Park is going to make a killing on the toys.
And that's, actually one of the plans in the book and movie was they were going to make merchandise.
Toys!
Clothing, lunchboxes, everything.
Yeah. I literally, when I saw that movie, I told my dad, I want a T-Rex. My dad looked at me and it's like, fine.
I saw the third movie and said, I want to get a Spinosaurus really bad. My mom went to...
That's the one, that's actually funny that you said that. That's the only one he saw for a while.
You've only seen 3?
For a while. I think you saw 3 and 1, right?
The first movie I saw him in life was the third one.
Yeah, the third one.
Oh.
Yeah, third one. He saw Jurassic Park 3 first.
So I had the number 1 and 2 on VHS, and I saw both of those.
Oh yeah, I had them on DVD.
I didn't get them on DVD until later.
Oh no, I had them on DVD. I used to watch that. I was 4 when I saw those movies, and I was never really scared.
I was like 4 or 5 too, and I never was scared.
It's not scary. It's more of I don't know why. People might think I'm weird. Where it's like, oh, you didn't scream in the theater. I could understand in a movie theater where it could have been loud on the speakers.
Oh my god!
I might have screamed or not. Or you see it for the very first time in 1993.
I said you're talking about a TV set.
Yeah.
Where the speakers aren't as loud.
I'm watching. I remember bringing it to daycare with me, or aftercare after school. You want to call it that? It was in Illinois. We didn't call it that. I called it daycare. But
we call it here too.
Okay, so I watched it. I brought my VHS of it, and the person who ran the daycare, at that T-Rex scene, just blocked the TV. I got real mad. I was like, "What the hell are you doing? This is the best scene." And she's like, "The kids are freaking out. The kids were fine."
I don't know what you're talking about, lady.
well, I wasn't at the time. I was as a kid. I wasn't allowed to watch all that stuff. Because, you know.
Well, yeah, we know your mom.
Yeah,
I watched Star Wars when I was 4. I watched Spire. I saw The Mummy when I was 3.
That was my first movie ever, Star Wars, episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
No, right. The Mummy was mine. I saw that. You know, I've seen horror. I've seen horror stuff, but you know, I wasn't. Yeah. To me, dinosaurs were cool.
Oh, they were.
Yeah, like I'm a boy. Like dinosaurs are awesome. Like that's why. Like I saw Transformers. I thought those were badass too. But I was like, when I look at the book, Hammond dies in the book. He doesn't die in the movies.
No, he doesn't.
Hammond dies by those little dinosaurs.
The compies.
Yeah, the compies.
Right. He falls, breaks his ankle, and then
he dies.
They start ganging up on him, and he just Yeah, he
dies. Oh, and from what I remember him being a dick in the book to the kid. For like he didn't want the kids, but I do now remember certain scenes where he's worried about the kids in the book. Like they are his grandkids.
Yeah, he does love his grandkids. It's just he's also fully fixated on money and refuses to believe that he fucked up.
Which he did.
That's
why I hate that line in that movie where he's like, spared no expense. He's like, spared no expense. Really? You spared no expense. So why aren't the doors locked in the movies? Like they could just
why did Nedry betray you?
Yeah. Why aren't the windows bulletproof? You know?
Which I agree to why Nedry. I don't agree with why Nedry betrayed him in the original movie. In the
book, it's understandable.
In the book, it's understandable. In the movie, he's the reason why
he's Nedry, underpaid.
He's not underpaid. It's not that. It's that he keeps making mistakes with the programming. And Kevin says, "Listen, Nedry, I don't blame people for their mistakes, but I do expect them to pay for them. So every mistake he makes in the programming is coming out of his pay."
True.
And that's fair. I think it's a fair statement.
True. It's a fair statement. I like I wish there's one, like the raptors are a lot more scary in the books.
Oh.
They're terrifying in the books. There's this,
I'm sorry. What's just that, like, I'm trying to think of other movies where it's really different from the book, like
Harry Potter.
No, not really.
Well, I mean,
it's very similar.
There's a lot of stuff that's cut from the books, though.
Yeah.
In the movies.
Yeah, but that's not what he's talking about. He's talking about like drastic changes.
Like a Jungle Book.
Jungle Book's pretty different.
It's semi-accurate, but not so much. There's a lot of other stuff to it.
Well, no, because the live action one now is more accurate
to the book.
Like it's coming a little.
Because in the cartoon, they weren't orangutans. It was supposed to be like a prehistoric orangutan.
Educated
Yeah. That's what is in the that's what's in the book and what's in the live action movie. It's not an orangutan. I think Walt Disney was like, make it an orangutan. It makes more sense. You know, he's looking for more sense than anything else. I'm trying to think of another thing. Cinderella, I think, is a little bit different.
Well, that's
in the actual story, but yeah.
Little Red Riding Hood.
That's way cannibalism.
Different.
Was that was that made into a Disney movie?
No, was never made into a Disney movie. It was made into a
DreamWorks movie
and a British movie.
Oh well, I never saw that.
And what was the other one? They make like little TV shows here and there, but it's always that like sweet little innocent one where it's like the wolf is just the wolf. In the book, it's cannibalism, like Josh said.
Yeah, the
hunter kills him.
No, the wolf gets Little Red to eat a hot plate of mystery meat. Mystery meat being grandma.
Yeah.
Well, so the mask, obviously.
Yeah.
In the mask.
Any comic book movie in the 90s, really.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Punisher was pretty accurate, but The Crow was a little different, too. Yeah. From the comics. It was accurate, but not all the same. And then, like...
Oh the Planet of the Apes.
Well, yeah, for sure.
Well, like...
Both ones.
Well, the original stories, like...
Just to show...
Shit, did I...
What's wrong?
Where's the text? Yes, I have to. Yeah. No, my parents protected me. Sorry. Yes, yes.
Our captain is occupied.
Well, no. Do you?
Okay, so just to show Gingerbread how messed up the book is, in the actual book, an infant, a newborn infant is murdered by dinosaurs.
Well, that's the second book.
That's the first book.
No, it's the second.
No, the first. I'm telling you, it's the first.
No, the first book was the little girl. The second book was the infant.
There's both scenes. I'm telling you.
Oh boy, I don't know.
I didn't read the second book really, so I own the first and second book though, because I own that little fun thing.
Yeah, a baby born, just born. Midwife is going to go check on it because the power went out, and baby compies are all around it and are taking bites out of it.
Not baby.
That's messed up.
It's very fucked up.
Yeah.
Well, you see, I'm glad that wasn't in the movies because it wouldn't.
Well, it would earn an R rating if that was in the movies.
Well, not the little girl one, the baby one.
Yeah.
The baby one would be an R rating.
Well, they might have eventually, they might create
Spielberg's in charge.
He will not make a book accurate Jurassic Park.
Well, I mean, if someone else is in charge, it'll be rated R.
Well, you didn't fucking make an accurate Jaws either.
Oh yeah, Jaws.
Yeah, you didn't make an accurate Jaws either.
Hey. Well, so
we don't need to discuss. They know because
Okay.
if they heard the podcast, they know who's here.
Yep.
No, they didn't make an accurate Jaws. He's never made an accurate movie book relationship. Yeah, E.T. was his own work.
Oh yeah, E.T.
Yeah.
He knows how to make a scary movie. He just doesn't. Like he said, he wanted to make toys. So the only way to make good toys for children would make it PG-13.
Yeah.
If he made it R, it wouldn't have worked.
Oh yeah.
So he had to make it PG-13. But I think nowadays, like if a director wanted to, and they're like, I want to make an accurate, I don't even think Jurassic Park could be rated R unless you had the baby scene.
That would
Because like anything else, I mean, it's just animal murdering humans.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know if this ever happened in like an Alien or something.
No, I would also like to point out in the Jurassic Park 1, 2, and 3, more blood. Jurassic World 1, 2, and 3, very little blood.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Have you seen all three?
Yeah, I've seen all three.
Yeah.
Very little blood. In 1, 2, and 3 of Jurassic Park, it's like a quart of blood.
There's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of blood.
Like there's a lot. The poor Samuel L. Jackson, man. Poor Sam. Man, I just feel so bad for him. Yeah. He did not deserve to die. And I saw the deleted scene of his death.
Oh, me too.
Oh.
He was in the Jurassic Park?
Yeah, he was in the first one.
He's Tom Arnold.
Yeah, he's the computer programmer.
He's the one who's wearing a cigarette out of his mouth all the time.
No, he doesn't. Dude, he does.
Yeah, he is.
I forgot.
He does. He hasn't. It's been a while for him to see Jurassic Park 1. That's why, we should have added. We should have played it when he was here.
Okay.
Oh well.
No, yeah, Samuel L. Jackson's in the first one. It's actually the first time he never used fuck.
Yeah.
This is the only movie he's never used fuck in. Which is very rare for him, because he always uses the F word.
He always uses motherfucker.
Yeah, he always uses motherfucker, man.
What did he use? What verse in Pulp Fiction, or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
English motherfucker, do you speak it?
English motherfucker, do you speak it?
Not in the Avenger. Well, yeah, he does say it in the Avengers movies, too.
Yeah.
He says it in almost all of them.
Has he?
Yeah, he says motherfucker in all.
He says fuck.
Oh, he says fuck, yeah.
In the very last end of the movie, in one of the movies.
Yeah, he says it, but that's the Jurassic Park. Only one. Never. I think that's a Spielberg thing. He didn't want him to say
Yeah.
it.
Right, yeah.
Spielberg rarely ever. The only two words I've ever seen in the movie.
Ass. And damn.
Ass. But, no.
How about hell? What's hell in there?
Hell's in there.
But the one that it's iconic is shit. Because when they're being, and you don't know, I was telling you about this, but last night, but when they're being chased in the Jeep by the T-Rex, Ellie Sattler is actually screaming shit the entire time. And the reason behind that is that's actually her first ever in the actual, like, filming interaction with the T-Rex robotic thing.
Yeah, they made a giant puppet T-Rex.
And she is freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, I like that. That's why it looks so real today. Like, it looks so... Because they used a robotic puppeteer kind of thing. They made a robot to do some of the movements.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, man, it was... I watched the... Yeah, I mean... Liked Hammond. I liked all the casting was great.
Yeah.
In both movies.
Yeah.
The casting was great. Vince Vaughn is the greatest. Yeah, Vince Vaughn's in the movie. The second movie.
Isn't he a comedian originally?
Well, he's in comedic movies, yes. And he's a comedian, but this is one of his big blockbuster
movies,
90s.
Yeah.
Movies.
Which I don't like him. I like him, but I don't always like him in the moments because there are moments where I'm like, dude, keep your politics shit to yourself.
Or keep
people people are saving you right now. The best thing you can do is not be on their bad side.
Or not be a dick.
Yeah.
Like, I like the Hunter character, because the Hunter character is, like, literally, like...
I give two shits.
No. The reason why is, like, he has to deal with rich people all the time. Because he's, you know, in Africa, like, you deal with, like, the rich who think that they're hunters, and they're not. So he has to deal with them. So, like, he literally berates the one guy. He's like, set up base camp here. He's like, no, we will not set up base camp here. This is a hunter's ground. We are not setting up. If you want to, you can do it, but I won't.
No, he's like, I'm the one who takes people, dentists who think they're hunters out on rich fucking safaris, and they set up base camps in the middle of a fucking goddamn safari zone.
You didn't have to say the whole line.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Jesus Christ. Dude.
I don't know, it's just my favorite line from Tom Roland.
Well, dude, it's my favorite line from that actor. Period. In that movie, because he's like he's not a bad guy. Like none of the bad characters are bad guys. They're just there for different reasons.
Yeah. He's there to do the ultimate thing. He wants an adult male Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Like, even we said, like, Nedry's not a bad person. You and I both said, like, Nedry's, like, his plan would have succeeded if not for the hurricane.
Yeah, if hurricane never happened, his plan would have worked perfectly.
His plan would have been great. Also, No, it wasn't a hurricane in the book.
It's a hurricane in the book. It's a tropical storm.
It was a tropical storm. But they didn't know it was a real hurricane that hit Hawaii.
Yeah.
Where they were filming in Hawaii, it was a real hurricane that hit. So they're like, oh, well, this is perfect. We can do all of our scenes.
Yeah.
But, what else? I mean, like, there's not a lot of movies where the book is, like, really, really different. You have to go back.
I'm sure it was some, like, early...
Any magic movie would be different if it was live action, because you really couldn't.
I was going to say, some like horror movies were different.
Yeah, but those aren't always written by books.
No, Nightmare on Elm Street wasn't a book. Neither was Halloween. Neither was.
I'm thinking of vampires, Dracula.
Well, Dracula.
The only book.
Dracula's It depends on the director, because it can be really different and it can be really book accurate.
Yeah, I mean the only other vampire movie that you could really do that be
Twilight.
No, not Twilight. No. I refuse to acknowledge it's a vampire movie, sir. I like vampires, not sparkly teenagers. Okay. Who are moody for some reason, and the sun doesn't kill them. I'm talking about Anne Rice's Interview with a Vampire.
Oh, that
I
one.
never saw that.
That's a great movie. If you actually watch it, it makes vampires more humanized.
They actually have a TV show.
Yeah, they do. Which I'm going to plan to watch at some point.
Mm-hmm. Well, how about Frankenstein? Like, I know.
I mean, they haven't had a modern Frankenstein in a long time, but I do like Frankenstein. So
I Am Frankenstein.
What?
Oh, it's saying I Am Frankenstein.
Is that a movie?
That's a movie. It's a good one. I thought it was good.
Okay.
Then there's a couple Frankenstein movies. They're always.
I mean, I Frankenstein. Is that what you're talking about?
I Frankenstein.
Yeah, I Frankenstein. Sorry,
yeah, I mean it's okay, but it's not like.
No, it's not, dude. It's not supposed to be book accurate. Don't.
Well, I mean, at Has there ever been... Is the Wolfman... Wait. Oh, the Wolfman...
Yes, the Wolfman got a remake, which I do... People say it's crap. I actually do like the Wolfman remake a lot more.
It's okay. I mean...
When I look at... It's like... It's those things where it's like, I know... If I know it's a book, either I haven't read the book, or I just watched the movie.
Yeah.
You know, it's that thing where it's like, I just watched the movie. I never read the book. Like,
Shrek.
Shrek is a completely different
book.
It really is.
Bro.
I thought so, yeah.
Yeah, it's completely different, but it had to be in order to like get the audience that I wanted.
Yep.
Fun fact: they actually, they had to recast Shrek 3 times.
That makes sense.
Yeah, well, wasn't it?
Because they recorded Shrek.
Who was?
It was a comedian. You ever seen a movie called Tommy or not Tommy? Tommy Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that comedian was Shrek.
I know.
He did they recorded the entire movie with him, and then he died.
I know.
And then they said that it just didn't feel right, so they recorded it again with the actor that we know of, but he didn't use a Scottish accent.
Yeah, Mike Myers. Yeah.
Mike Myers. He didn't use a Scottish accent, and then when he figured out a Scottish accent, he's like, he pleaded with the studio to let him record again.
Yeah.
With the Scottish accent.
Aye.
Because it would have been completely different. He tried to copy what was already there.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. How to Train Your Dragon. That's also a book.
That's really a book? I didn't know.
It was,
that.
yeah.
It's a book. It's
a novel, I think. Yeah.
It's a novel. It's completely the second and the third one are different. I think there's supposed to be chapters in the book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think it's supposed to take place over a period of time.
Yeah, yeah.
But from what I know, I think Toothless is supposed to look different than he does in the movie. I don't remember how they describe him. I don't know. I just don't.
I first I saw the book way back in middle school.
You got Great Gatsby. That's pretty
accurate.
Oh, that's accurate.
Look accurate.
Taylor Despereaux.
Mice and Men.
Mice and Men's pretty accurate.
Yeah. You ever heard of Taylor Despereaux?
I know it's a book. I never read the book, and I never saw the movie.
The Godfather.
So, that is actually very accurate.
No, but it's like Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Because Godfather Part 2 and Part 3 never existed.
Yeah.
The books never existed. They had to write the movies.
Oh, but James Bond.
James Bond, another one.
Yeah, but there were a lot of James Bond books.
Yeah, but they didn't have to adapt all of them, and they didn't adapt all of them. And a couple, back in the day, very rarely were they all accurate to the books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I said John's correct on that one.
So, question is, did any of you read the James Bond books? Or
no, I've never read one. I've only seen the movies.
I only read Casino Royale. I was the only one I ever read.
I've never read it.
Is accurate? What to the movie? Iffy?
Yeah.
So?
Yeah. None of the Star Wars books are accurate because it was a movie first before they did the book. So none of them are accurate because they're different. Unless you call it the screenplay to the movies.
Well, I mean, I think they're in the Legends.
To this day, we both said, Revenge of the Sith, the children scene's a lot worse in the book.
Oh, yeah.
Because they actually describe how he kills the children.
Really? Oh.
Dude, he literally cuts one head off. He picks one up and throws it out the window.
No, he does. He force chokes one and cuts its trachea.
Yeah.
He does the same scene where, you know, in the what's called Rogue One, where he lifts the children up to the ceiling. Remember that the rebel dude?
Dude, I forgot Rogue.
So
he lifts in Rogue One. He lifts someone up to the ceiling and then walks over and then cuts them in half with a lightsaber. He does that to a kid in the Jedi Temple.
Wow.
Yeah, they're fucked up in the book.
Yeah, he's apeshit.
Yeah, he goes apeshit. And the only reason why he goes apeshit, because in the book it's described, if the kid hadn't said Master Anakin, he wouldn't have been so pissed.
Yeah, he wouldn't have done, and nothing would have happened. His original plan was he was going to walk in there and tell everyone to hide and run.
Yeah, I wasn't going to kill him. He wasn't going to kill him. And then, for whatever reason, I guess Darth Vader took over.
Yeah.
In that moment. Because he had to get into a dark place to do it.
Yeah.
But that's like my thing is that when they say like, "Oh, Anakin's crying because he's crying at the death of himself," I said he's also crying because he just fucking murdered like
hundreds of children.
Like that's not fun to like do.
Yeah.
And like he's also very scared of what place he had to go to get to that state.
Yeah.
And it scared him.
Yeah, because Anakin and Darth Vader are two different sides of a different
of the same person.
Yeah. And when Darth Vader comes out, Anakin's like in the back of his mind. He can see what's going on, but
he can't stop it.
Yeah,
he can't stop it. Like he has no idea how to stop it, and no idea how to control it, and it scares him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I said like that's one of the scenes. Like it's that thing where it's like you have a dual personality, and your dual personality does something.
Yeah.
That scares you so bad that you're like, where did I go? Like how?
What happened? How did I let it get to this?
Why did I do that? And that's why he's always questioning himself. That's why I said like if Obi-Wan goes, he would have survived.
Yeah.
But no, Michael Crichton wrote another book. It's about dragons. He did write another book. Never was adapted to a movie.
The same guy?
Yeah, from the Jurassic Park.
Oh.
Yeah, he wrote another book about dragons. I forget what it's called, but it's like...
Not Aragon, is it?
No, he didn't write Aragon. Fuck, he didn't write Aragon.
Okay.
But he wrote something about fossilized dragons, and like if dragons really existed, and like if they did, this is how it would happen. Like Michael Crichton's more of a sci-fi horror writer. Like he likes to come up with these fun, like that could happen and what could happen. Like Terminator. Like this is like if we let it go at this point, like this is what could happen. Like if we think we can play God. Like the only reason why, like the reason why he wrote Jurassic Park, and he actually says this in an interview. He says the reason why I wrote Jurassic Park was because cloning. We were cloning.
Yeah, cloning was becoming very popular.
It was very popular, and he decided to write a story that's like, well, what if we played God and brought back
something that shouldn't have been brought back?
And then he ran with it. And man, like that's why it's so popular.
I also like the fact that in the book, Ian Malcolm has that line: "Man creates dinosaurs, or God creates dinosaurs. God kills dinosaurs. God creates man. Man creates dinosaurs. Or kills God."
No, man. Well, he says it different in the movie because he's like dinosaurs kill man.
Yeah.
You're too loud.
I guess.
I don't think that was the case.
No, but like another thing about what was it? Another scene.
It's in the books there.
No, it's not. Jurassic Park 3 was actually supposed to have a book.
Yeah.
Michael Crichton died before Lost World was a movie. He died. I think. Yeah, he died in the creation of Lost World.
Was it an accident or was it sickness?
It was sickness.
Okay.
Yeah, cancer. I think he died of cancer.
Oh,
yeah, but he was supposedly writing a third book that was supposed to be adapted to the third movie, and I don't think he got very far. Maybe he did a screenplay, and maybe that gave Steven Spielberg the idea. Steven Spielberg was his friend.
Yeah.
Like, they were friends. So, like, he bounced his ideas off of Spielberg. Spielberg would bounce his ideas. He was heavily involved in the first two movies. He wrote the screenplays for both.
Yeah, that's why he's in the credits.
Yeah, he's the writer. Like, he wrote the screenplays. Like, he took his books, realized what
could be done,
and then like did that. That's how he was involved.
Yeah. Right. The one thing I will say though is that
every scene that's in the movie is actually approved by.
Yeah. There was a game that was supposed to come out right after Jurassic, a couple months or years after Jurassic World 3, that was supposed to take place on the same island, actually. It was involving Dr. Grant's associate, whatever his name was, I forgot. Ian or whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Not important.
Yeah, well, he was supposed to stop InGen again because they were going to go kill the dinosaurs in East Sorna.
Whatever. I don't care.
Well, fun fact is, it's what inspired Owen Grady's character, because he stopped someone from destroying one of the Velociraptor eggs at one moment, and the Velociraptor the lead female, sees this and says, "Oh, you saved my eggs. You're not an honorary member of our pack, but I'm going to keep an eye on you because I want to see what you're doing here."
Okay. It's
actually an interesting... And it's about him exploring it was a game like he explored their relationship with the Velociraptors and all that. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care.
Okay.
It's not canon. I don't give a shit.
But I know we just watched Lost World.
Yeah.
Right.
I was telling Captain C about something that happens in the book that does not happen in the film. And in the film, there's two things I want to talk about personally. So there's a guy who's working for Biosyn. He's a spy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's on the island, and he's actually running through the tall grass. And how he gets killed is pretty brutal. He gets he's eating chocolate bars, and at first
you're only going to describe one scene. I'm not doing both.
Okay, so he's eating chocolate bars. He gets his arm bitten off. He gets his the raptor claw digged into his spinal cord.
Yeah,
and then the last thing they do is they bite up. All three of them attack his cranium at the same time.
Yep. That's fine.
And then the last thing they see, the people see, is one of them eating a chocolate bar while there's blood still in their mouth.
Yeah, it gets really fucked up in the books. I'm just saying.
I don't think I want to read that.
I would recommend reading the first one.
Yeah.
The second one is just...
If you don't want to read it, I'm been listening to it on audio tape, so...
Yeah, audio tape is worse. Because even though you're not reading it, the fact that it's like in your ear and your brain's matching everything. It's like, oh shit. Alright, so before we leave you guys today, we're going to do a fun little taste test. So
this is called what? One Eye?
So Mr. Captain C and Ginger Beer will be tasting a Smirnoff Grape Ice.
Ooh. Da-da-da. Nah, it's not.
Yeah.
That's scary. It's not scary. It's just
interesting.
So, who wants the cup and who wants the bottle?
You're gonna have the bottle. I'll have the cup.
Okay.
Well, I mean, like, I'm driving home, so...
Alright, fine. Give him the cup.
There's the cup for you.
Okay.
Here's the bottle for you. Wait a minute, wait.
Oh, sorry.
I gotta get mine first.
No, wait. We'll do it all. We'll do it. Me and him can do it together.
Okay, yeah.
No, the next drink is a new drink that a moonshine company made called Eggo Moonshine, or Brunch in a Jar. They also make an eggnog.
Of course.
Looks like syrup, by the way.
Well, why not? I mean, it's the holidays, right? Alrighty.
Okay, on the count of three, guys, just do this.
Well,
One.
first,
Wait. Hold on.
Cheers.
Let me look at that. That looks like nog.
Well,
it doesn't look like syrup.
Well, the egg.
Yeah, looks like nog. I'm not tapping, but...
Okay. On the
Alright,
count of three. 1, 2, 3.
Hell yeah. Ooh.
Woo!
Aftertaste. Ooh. Not
It's
bad.
like a slight burn, but it's like not horrible.
Yeah, I mean, like the aftertaste is pretty good.
So, it's syrupy, but once it gets down, it's moonshine through and through, and it burns. But it's pretty good.
I mean, it doesn't burn. It's not burny. It's like... It's grape soda. It's just not... It's just like... Just without the sugar.
Oh yeah. Well, which is still good. Have a refill.
You want a refill?
Yeah, sure.
There.
Oh, thank you.
Tell me when.
When?
There.
Yeah, that should be fine. Thank you.
Well, it's only like 0.5%. It's not even...
Okay, so a rating of 1 to 10. What are you giving this?
I think fruit punch would be better.
7.
7?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give it a 7.
7? So, follow-up question. If I bring some more next time we do a podcast, will you do an octane test for the green apple or the screwdriver flavor, which
I'll
is
do
orange?
fruit punch.
Do you have fruit punch of yours?
I don't think so.
I'll do apple.
Okay.
I'll do apple too.
Apple's my brother's favorites, by the way.
Apple, interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just with the sugar, without the sugar, it just seems like it's just weird. It's like diet soda.
I mean, we'll
all right. Well, that's been another episode of the Canon.
Mine was probably a 6 because it is moonshine and the syrupy just.
Doesn't have that thing.
It's too sweet for the syrup, and then the moonshine burns your throat. So.
Interesting. All right. Well, that's been another episode of the Cannonball Podcast. Please sit back and relax and have a good day.
And have a good voyage. Bye, y'all.
Hasta la vista, baby.